Welcome to our tutorial on measurement. Today, we'll explore how to measure length, mass, and capacity, and learn how to perform basic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division with measurements. Ready to get started? Let's begin with length. Now, what is length in measurement terms?
Length is the measurement of how long or tall something is. We measure length in units like millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers.
Can you give us examples of when we'd use these units?
Sure. Millimeters and centimeters are great for smaller objects like pencils or books, while meters and kilometers measure larger things, like the height of a building or the distance between two towns.
Now let's talk about mass. How is it different from length?
Mass is the measure of how heavy something is, while length measures distance or size. We measure mass in grams and kilograms. For very light objects, we use grams, while heavier things are measured in kilograms.
Could you give some examples of what we might measure in grams and kilograms?
Certainly. A small apple might weigh around 100 grams, while a bag of rice might weigh 5 kilograms. So grams are for lighter items and kilograms for heavier ones.
Moving on, what is capacity in terms of measurement?
Capacity refers to how much a container can hold, usually measured in liters and milliliters. We measure liquids like water, milk, and juice with capacity units.
When would we use milliliters versus liters?
Milliliters are used for smaller amounts like a bottle of medicine, while liters measure larger amounts like a bottle of soda or the fuel in a car's gas tank.
How do we add and subtract measurements? Are there any rules?
Yes, the main rule is to make sure you're working with the same units before adding or subtracting. For example, if you want to add 2 meters and 150 centimeters, first convert them to the same unit. Here, 2 meters would become 200 centimeters, then add them to get 350 centimeters. Once everything is in the same unit, you can proceed as with any other addition or subtraction.
What about multiplication and division in measurement? Do we follow the same rules?
Yes. In multiplication, if you're scaling up a measurement, simply multiply the unit. For example, if each tile is 20 centimeters and you need 5 tiles, multiply 20 centimeters by 5 to get 100 centimeters. For division, it's like splitting a measurement into equal parts. For example, if you have 1 kilogram of flour and you need to divide it into 4 equal portions, divide 1,000 grams by 4 to get 250 grams for each portion.
How does understanding measurement help us in real life?
Measurement is crucial in cooking, construction, tailoring, science experiments, and even traveling. Whether it's measuring ingredients or calculating distance, these skills are essential in our daily lives.
Today, we learned all about length, mass, capacity, and how to perform basic operations with these measurements. Once you master these, you'll find that measurement makes many tasks easier and more accurate. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more math tutorials. See you in the next lesson.